Today was the stakeholder meeting for the European Technology Platform for Sustainable Chemistry, and it's been good practice to have this as an exchange forum for all the partners that form this platform. So it's a combination of industry, the research institutions, SMEs, but also our partners from the European Commission.
Sustainable chemistry, I think, is not perhaps so much on the forefront of most people's mind, but in reality, when you are inside the business, it's incredibly important, because without sustainable chemistry we will not be able to maintain the lifestyle and the level of living that we have today.
Chemistry is very important. It underpins a lot of manufacturing in Europe and it touches everybody's lives. So there's a very strong social element to what everyone does in the chemical industry. And sustainability is important because natural resources are becoming depleted. We're too dependent on petrochemicals, and we need to innovate better ways, more effective ways of making the materials that we all rely on every day when those petrochemical sources disappear.
Europe has a strength in research and in talents. So that's a very good basis for innovation, which means taking results of research into something that is tangible in the market, which will create competitiveness and ultimately jobs.
I think today we underestimate what research can do. We underestimate the power it has on also developing skills. We slowly undermining the money we are putting on research, and we are looking only at education, but I think it's education and research that will make the package grow. And not only research for Nobel Prizes, but research that will lead to applications and real utilities for the industry.
Academia and industry need to continue to collaborate, and the framework program has been a contributor to that by encouraging collaborative projects. What we think now is we need to make sure that we don't lose focus about the importance of long-term research and the necessity to have really good interaction between the industrial sector and the academic sector very, very early on in the development process.
The challenge is still ahead of us, because we have to deal with open science, open data issues, which are for industrial companies especially challenging, because we want to keep things secret. So the question is, where is the point? What do we keep for ourselves to be able to exploit results, and what is the good information to be spread, to give leverage to other partners and to the community?
I think that the framework program is going to continue. I think we will see a transition from what Horizon 2020 does today, just in an even more pronounced way, like focusing more on impact and having more mission-oriented approaches.
What you see when you look at the investment levels in, for example, the United States or in China, they've been increasing substantially, actually for the US by a factor of 3.3, in China by a factor of 6.6, and they've not been increasing in Europe. So what we need to do is to make sure that there are new developments that create relevant businesses, that create jobs, and that will ultimately also lead to investments in Europe, because otherwise it's going to be good for the world but not necessarily for Europe.